Hi guys, this is so weird. Like, I'm here on my own. We've got a new setup. It's just a new vibe, a new energy going on. And I actually wanted to film a solo episode because I'm getting really comfortable with doing things more on my own. And I think this is just me, like, really getting comfortable on camera and, just talking a little bit, just talking and just like, getting my thoughts out there. So I don't have long left. I've got like literally like 20 minutes before our next guest comes. It's been 4 months since I last filmed, and we were in a completely different setup. It was so, it was a bit tight. There was not enough space. And like, I think I was relying on people a lot to kind of lift me up. And I'm so grateful for the people who kind of helped me get more comfortable on camera. But now I'm like, no, now I'm in this stuff. I got to own it. I got to own this whole new era that I'm in of like putting myself out there and getting more comfortable with it. So today I wanted to talk about how to level up in your 20s. And as someone who I would say I think I've leveled up. Okay, I would say that myself. I think I've leveled up. Like over the past few years, I have been on this new energy, new time where I'm like, listen, we're taking it up a notch. We're taking it up a notch. We're putting ourselves out there. We're getting comfortable in front of the camera. But not only that, one thing I can say that has helped me is having this mindset of like, every single time I want to level up. Every single time I want to take it up a notch. So I want to give any advice to anyone who's out here chasing their dreams, anyone who's out there trying to try something new. This episode is for you. So one, if you're chasing anything, you need to realize that there will always be more eyes on you than hands that clap for you. But instead of chasing validation and support, learn to start validating yourself. Learn to start saying, you know what, I've actually come a long way. And that was something that I realized a very long time ago, because I spent a lot of time trying to get validation from others, trying to get other people to clap for me. And I wasn't clapping for myself. I was so concerned about, why is XYZ not clapping for me? Why is this person not clapping for me? But then I became my biggest cheerleader. And when I say be your biggest cheerleader, I mean, like, you have to be the person that will fight for yourself. You have to be the person that will advocate for yourself, okay? So I just want to say to anyone chasing their dream, there's going to be a lot of silent observers on the journey. There's going to be people who would watch you. And I think when you get to a certain point, especially when you've like achieved a lot, people don't clap for you anymore. They just watch. You post something, no one comments. Your friends see your posts and they don't say anything. And I think for anyone who is trying to level up, that can be so discouraging. It can be so discouraging to come from a place where you've experienced a lot of hardship. You may have like changed your life and people don't clap for you. But trust me, the best feeling is being able to clap for yourself. Like when I started actually saying, you know what, I don't care if people don't clap for me. I don't care if if I don't get the congratulations, if I don't get the support. I support myself. You don't know how many people you inspire. And I really love that, because I think that reminds you that, yes, you may have a lot of silent observers, but you don't know who's looking at you and is like, you know what, I'm so inspired by this person. Like, you know what, I've learned so much from this person. Don't take the silence so personally. Don't take it personally that it feels like you're just shouting into a void and nothing is happening. Trust me, there's a lot of silent observers that are watching you and they're rooting for you, even if it's in quiet. Another thing I want to say is, establish your core identity and don't be ashamed of it. Listen, being myself has got me so far in my journey. Like being able to show up as myself, it is the best feeling. Like I feel so good being able to step into places and knowing that I'm being my 100% self. I always say to people, I don't know how to be anyone else but myself. And one thing I love are people who are just themselves. Like even if I don't agree with you, even if you're just a bit different to me, you listen to different music, I respect the fact that you're yourself, because we live in a world where we are placed into particular boxes. And if you step outside of that box and you want to wear different clothes or you want to listen to different music, people think you're weird. People think you're weird for being different, when we need to celebrate difference. We need to celebrate and encourage people to find their own identity and own it. So for anyone who wants to level up in their 20s, establish your identity. It doesn't mean that you're a particular type of person and you're going to stay like this forever. No. When you establish your identity, it means that this is me. You know what? I accept the fact that I dress a bit differently. I like different things. And that's what my power is. I think a lot of people try to mold themselves to be like others. I knew that I was very different. And I think that's what set me apart from others. Like I liked what I liked. I dressed how I dressed. I was my own individual identity. I accepted my individuality, let's just say. And I think that's what made people that's what attracted people to me, and that's what got me a lot of opportunities, because I accepted that I'm different. I accept my difference. I accept that I'm a walking contradiction. Like, there's some things about me that I think are amazing. There's some things about me that I need to improve on, but I'm never going to change myself. I accept myself. I love myself. Now, this is a big message for people who, if you don't have an identity, you're going to see someone else's identity and basically try to grab bits from someone else's identity that is not yours. When you have your own identity and you love yourself and you know that, listen, I accept the difference. I accept that I'm different. I accept that I'm a bit quirky, I like this, I like that. That's your strength. And that's how you attract more abundance into your life, because you're not trying to be like anyone else. I always find that when you're not in your own lane and you're trying to be in someone else's lane, you miss what's for you. We were all uniquely made, and we need to accept the fact that we are not going to be like the next person. What works for another person doesn't work for you. So another thing I would say is, on this journey of leveling up, be mindful. Be mindful of how you treat people. Be mindful of how you treat people. Listen, I'm a big believer in the fact that I'm not better than anyone. And I know there's going to be some people who see this and they're going to think, oh my God, yeah, she does think she's better. That's projection. I don't think I'm better than anyone. I really, really don't. I think I'm above certain things. I think there's certain things that I just won't entertain because I feel like I've got to a point where I'm above it. But me think I'm better than anyone. I was taught to treat everybody the same. I was brought up to treat every single person I meet the same. Whether you have money, whether you don't have money, whether you're a cleaner, whether you're a CEO, whether you're in the highest position in the company, I was taught to treat everybody the same. The reason why I say this, especially for people who are leveling up, is that, first of all, I would say that I've seen people who started from nothing become something in seconds. The way life is that life can change for anyone in a second. And you don't want to be in a position where you've either shitted on someone or you've looked down on someone and that person is now, you need them for something. Be mindful of how you treat people. Never think you're better than anyone, because your situation can change in an instant. Life has a funny way of not only humbling you, but also transforming the lives of people that you slept on. Transforming the lives of people that you thought, nah, they're below me, I'm not going to pay them any mind. Trust me, you don't know who that person's going to be. So if you're on a journey of leveling up, treat everybody the same, but start being nice. Like, I think being a nice person goes a long way. There's many people who I briefly met them, and because I was so nice to them, because I was so kind to them, when I meet them now, they're like, listen, I want to introduce you to this person. I want to introduce you to this because there was a time that you helped me. Someone had sent a pitch to me about an article they wanted to write. I got them that article commissioned, and there was a time where I needed them to do the same for me. And because they remembered the fact that I was good to them, they helped me to get my article out there. So be mindful of the way you treat people. Another thing I want to say is, if you're on a journey of leveling up, don't be nonchalant when it comes to your dreams. And this is something I've had to learn, because we love looking like, you know what, I don't really care. If it works out, it works out. I don't really care. Like, we love that. I think it's this energy of like effortless energy, and I love that effortless energy. But I realized that when it comes to my dreams, I don't mind looking like a beg when it comes to my dreams. Listen, I don't mind looking like a beg when it comes to doing what I want to do, because I'm not going to remember that I emailed this person and they didn't get back to me in 5 years' time when I'm doing the thing that I want to do. I'm not going to remember the fact that I reached out to someone and asked them if they can have lunch with me. I'm not going to think about these things, because when it comes to chasing your dreams, being nonchalant is not an option. Me personally, I don't even believe in being nonchalant, but especially when it comes to doing what you want to do, if you're on a journey of leveling up, you have to be okay with doing the most in the beginning. When I first wanted a job in journalism, I would email every single editor. I would send like 40 to 50 emails a day. They will all ignore me. But rejection don't stop a real, I want to say the word, but rejection don't stop nothing. Like, don't be afraid to show people, listen, I care, and I care a lot. I care a lot. I care a lot about what I'm doing. I care a lot about being ambitious. We're in an era where saying out loud, you know what, I want to be the best. I want to own the biggest thing. I want to start the biggest podcast. I want to be the best, athlete. People think, oh, why are you saying you want to be the best? Why are you saying you want to be the best? Because I want to be, because I care. I care about what I want to do. I care about my dreams. I care about where I want to go. So don't be cool when it comes to doing what you want to do. If you're trying to level up, you need to be able to tap into your inner guide. You need to be able to listen to what your inner guide is telling you. And some people call it God. Some people call it their intuition. But on my journey of leveling up, listening to my intuition has saved me. Listening to my inner guide has saved me. There's people who thought I was crazy for deciding to do something that I've never done before. But you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. And not a lot of people are going to understand why you do what you do. And if you take advice from everyone, like I used to be somebody who, before I made a decision, I had to ask 5 people. Before I uploaded a picture, I had to ask 10 people. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? All you're doing is drowning out your own voice, and you're internalizing what everybody else is saying to you. And that is the fastest way to lose your power. The fastest way to lose your power is by absorbing everything everyone says. But what do you say? What is your voice? What do you want to do? So if you're on a journey of leveling up, be mindful. Like have a small council of people that you trust and you know that they have your best interests at heart, and ask those people for advice. But before you do something, do it because you want to do it. If you want to post that picture and put it first in the swipe through, do it because you want to do it. Don't ask 5 people for their opinion. And lastly, I would say is, first of all, 2 things I'll say. If you're on a journey of leveling up here, decenter people's opinions of you. And I said this before, but I don't let people get comfortable enough telling me their opinion of me, because your opinion is your opinion. That's not me. So don't get too comfortable with letting people impose their opinions of you on you, because that's the easiest way for you to lose yourself. Decenter relationships. And I say this because when you're so focused on relationships, you give all your energy to that. When you actually focus on what you want to do, and when you focus on leveling up and becoming the girl you want to be, decenter relationships. Because if you are someone who's constantly trying to be in a relationship, you're constantly focused on your romantic life, the rest of your life will suffer. Remember, you have to be whole before you get into something with somebody else. And I think the girls love being in relationships. And I get that. Like, I'm not saying be alone for the rest of your life. I'm just saying don't make it the center of your world. Don't make being in a relationship the center of your world. Invest in yourself. And when I say invest in yourself, invest in your skills. Learn something. Learn something that will last you a lifetime. Learn skills. When I say invest in yourself, invest in becoming the woman you want to be. Invest in dressing like her. Invest in thinking about the type of life you want. Invest in things that are going to progress you to the next stage. Like, a relationship is going to come. Trust me. And if you're in your 20s, a relationship is going to come. But if you center your whole life around a relationship, you're going to lose yourself. Like, and I say this to younger me, like, baby girl, you're losing yourself. You're really trying to like make it work with this person and be in this relationship, and you're forgetting that the actual project that you need to work on is you. You need to focus on yourself. You need to, and I know it's so cliche, like focus on myself. I don't want to focus on myself. No, focusing on yourself is the best thing you can do, because you are only going to be in this body once, and you want to be in a position where you have made yourself the best version of yourself and known, okay, you know what? I've invested in myself. I am not, yes, if a relationship comes, it comes, but yes, you can be in a relationship, but it's not going to solve your problems. It's not going to solve your financial issues. Well, so for some people it may, but being in a relationship is not going to take away the scars that you're running from or the pain that you're running away from. The pain is still going to be there. If anything, you're just going to have someone in your ear or someone around you constantly. You need to decenter that. And last thing I would say is, for anybody who is looking to level up, don't fall into the trap of comparison. Listen, don't fall into the trap of comparing yourself. So-and-so is on level 8 of her journey, and why am I not there yet? What is she doing that I'm not doing? Listen, the spirit of comparison, that is what will get you down. Like, and social media doesn't make it easy, because you can see this person has posted this, you can see that they're winning, you can see this, and you're like, where's my turn? Where's your turn? Where's my time? Where's my time? Like, why am I not doing what that person's doing? That's the spirit of comparison. It will get you down. I honestly believe that I was brought up with siblings, so I was always taught to wait your turn. This is why I never think that what somebody else has for me is my birthright, is what I deserve. What so-and-so was able to achieve, I must have. I must compare myself to where she's at. I don't know what she did to get there, and she's at level 8. She could have been grinding and working for years. You don't know the work that people have put in to get to where they are, so don't compare yourself. And I know it's so much easier said than done, but you have to see yourself as being in your lane. Like, the minute you compare yourself to someone else, you're crossing into their lane. You're paying attention to their lane. and your lane is still there. Like, your lane is being abandoned because you're comparing yourself to somebody else. If I'm seeing somebody do amazing things, I'm not going to compare myself or watch them, because one, I'm just going to make myself feel worse, and I'm not in the business of being my biggest hater. I don't want to hate myself. That's something I don't want to do. I don't want to hate myself. I don't want to hate my journey. I don't want to hate the timing of my life. What is for you will be for you. Once you accept who you are, you love yourself, you love your identity, once you decenter things that are not worth your time, once you stop comparing and watching other people's lanes when you should be paying attention to yours, you're going to realize, oh, I'm actually winning. I'm actually winning. And the best thing about winning is that you're winning because you're yourself. You're winning because you're not comparing and you're not jealous of the next person. And you actually find contentment in your journey and you're actually happy. So I hope that I was able to help someone by doing this. I really hope that you guys were able to hear where I'm coming from, understand, but also be in a position where, you know, you're like, listen, after this video, I'm taking steps to level up. I'm actually going to level up my mindset. I'm going to change something. And I don't know, I might do this again. I might not. Knowing how main character I am going to do it again. Thank you guys for listening and watching.